Good evening, my friends, and welcome to the next episode of RHEM 2. Last time out, we'd started trying to map these, and they are a continuous pattern. Can we find some kind of rhyme or reason to them? That's certainly a question. We've got this up here, of course. We have these. I remembered between last episode and this episode, we tried pressing these buttons, but they didn't turn on. So we are going to need to go back there later, possibly after we've been to whatever is in that room there. These shutters with the kind of, I don't know what you'd call this, the embellishments on the side of them. We're keeping an eye out for those, if you recall, and we have a half-finished map, which we may finish off at some point. We also have a whole bunch of other pictures of ships that we should go back and take pictures of, and, you know, I mean, we're gradually filling up sort of other things as well. This is a big old piece of puzzle, which I think needs also a little bit of contemplation. Certainly, obviously, some of these are related to these, and this is sort of related to what I'm looking at over there, and yeah, so there's just a lot going on. There's just a lot going on, and it's definitely a bit of a different experience. In the background today, we also have Baby Design Feel. She is thoroughly enjoying her new bouncer. And so, yeah, well, that might well keep her entertained for the whole episode. But weird jump cuts aside, we'll see how she enjoys it. Okay, give me a random section of this. We've got square with a vertical line. That could be this bit here. Square with a vertical line, and then we've got a dip. Does the dip? No, the dip doesn't necessarily come straight through back to the start. So nice. We've got ourselves part of the pattern that we didn't have before. We're going to spend some time bulking out this pattern. Okay, at some point we're going to loop back round to here, right? Yes, that is that one. Square diamond. Great. Get that bit here. So it seems to be if you can get off sequence, then you can find sort of other bits, but oh shoot. Don't worry. Oh, nope. Wait, I do know where that is. Every time you press the buttons, you go a lot further than you think you should, because that is that bit there, which means that actually these don't have enough space. So we're actually going a lot further than we expect every time we press that button. Yeah, that's this bit here. I mean, I don't know if this is the correct way to be trying to solve this puzzle, because we could be doing this for a long old while. That's just this bit, so no point taking a picture of that. That's new. We've got, that goes here. We could be doing this for quite a long time, not gonna lie. Okay, we've got a vertical line. What do you reckon the odds are that the vertical lines are actually phrase breaks? Oh no, we do actually have vertical line here as a symbol. So, yeah, that's not the one. These symbols almost certainly going to translate into something like numbers, I guess. Or, well, we need to go to the simulation. Yeah, those aren't available because those are missing. It's gonna give us something. But yeah, this sequence, surely we have to map this sequence. Surely this sequence needs to be mapped, right? That's this bit here. Flat, cool. Triangle, circle. Triangle, circle. That's all the way over here already. But it gives us a little bit more. We have not yet successfully linked up any two phrases yet, though. We've not yet successfully linked up any two phrases. We must be getting close, though. Right? So we've got a circle, triangle, dip. Yeah, we've got that one. Square, diamond thing. Yeah, we've got that phrase. Circle, square, vertical circle. That's just this bit. I mean, we knew what that symbol was going to be. So we'll give it that bit there. Yeah, that's just that there. It's got to be pretty close to linking up, though, right? That's this bit. That might be new. That might be new. No, it's not. That's this bit. Then we've got this bit's being repeated. That's this bit again. And here. It's because you don't really get very many symbols at a time. That is not that dip. In fact, it's this bit. It's this bit over here, isn't it? So that does give us new information. Quick jump cut there. And do you know what? I think with the power of editing, right, I'm going to try and fill this out, right, on my own. And I'll be back either when I've decided that this is clearly not the way to do this, or until it's done, because this is gonna take quite a long time to fill this out. So with the power of editing, I will see you in the future one way or another. Okay, we're back. I'm starting to get convinced that this is not what we're supposed to be trying to take away from this, right? What I've noticed is that there are some phrases that seem to be being repeated. Yeah. So like let's take this phrase here, which is square, rhombus, circle, triangle. Yeah. Look, square, rhombus, circle, triangle. Do you see that? Here we've got a square, a rhombus, a circle, triangle, question mark, rhombus, circle, square, there, rhombus, circle, square, circle. I don't know. It's a little bit odd. It's a little bit odd. So the symbols that we've got available are the inverted triangle, the standard triangle, the line, the circle, the bowl, the square, the dip, the rhombus, the square. Do you know what? There's 9 of them. It's pretty bait, isn't it? It's pretty bait. I think that's all. That is all of them, isn't it? Line, triangle, circle, rhombus, square. Yeah, we've got the 3 kinds of dip. So I'm wondering if the lines aren't terribly important. Or if the lines modify it in some other way. Maybe we should make our way back here, and this will give us a much clearer indication of what that puzzle is trying to do. Okay. Now, all of these were found. This is the lava room, isn't it? Trying to really cast my memory back as to where we were playing those. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the lava room. One more. And if I recall correctly, the lava room is actually at the top of the building? Is that right? It's on floor number 3. Yeah, it's not right at the top, but it's one floor down from the top. I think it's this one. Nope, that's the top. So I think it's this one. Okay, so here's our train here. There's a simulation panel which we can experiment with. Now, simulation panels, we've seen those before in the first game. Now, hexagons and pentagons don't figure in. Yeah, hexagons and pentagons don't figure in, so that's a different puzzle. Now that's interesting. So that's probably more. Yeah, okay. Something funky with that one. Right, but that's not the puzzle we're going to anyway. That's not the puzzle we're currently going towards. Right, here's your simulation. Okay, can't do that one. Oh. I will admit, that wasn't what I was expecting it to do. I was expecting it to give us symbols. Right, so these ones in the middle all have something in them. I don't see. I don't see. Right, so just simply having them connected is not enough. Missing this piece from the middle, but it's a tricky puzzle, this one, isn't it? We mustn't forget, incidentally, about these puzzles back here from the start of the game that we never completed, right? Because there are a couple of puzzles from the early part of the game which were never completed. But so this is this. Here's the simulator. That's a picture that we went and got from here, from a different area. Now, interestingly enough, this one here and this one here are actually the opposite way up. Do you see? Ah, these have the pluses going this way. And this has the pluses going this way. Right, so I think this, maybe, is supposed to be oriented more like that. Yeah. Now, when you combine this with this map over here, oh, I don't know. These have got the little rhombuses on them, right? Which make me strongly suspect that they're these here. These rhombuses. Like this. But how do these correspond to being numbers then? Like, we can make sure we've got no loose ends here. Oh, but that doesn't do it. I was kind of pleased with that. I was kind of pleased with that for a moment. Okay. Right. I think I have an idea. I think I have an idea. And my idea is kind of based on... there's a puzzle where you can take the digits from 1 to 9 and you can arrange them in a grid so that they make 15 in each direction. It's kind of a pretty famous puzzle. And I wonder if what we've got is something similar to this, right? Because we've got the 9 symbols here. Okay, we've used circle twice, right? But I'm thinking, you take that, you got the 2 things at the bottom. Well, that doesn't do anything. The two gaps at the bottom orientates you with regards to the simulation, right? But actually, you need the rhombuses to match up with these rhombuses here. So actually, this needs flipping back the other way, right? And that gives you which of these symbols are important. And this gives you a set of simultaneous equations that give you something along the lines of line, square, circle equals rhombus, right? Line plus rhombus plus triangle equals triangle. And maybe there is some way that this gives you a unique solution. I'm going to need to think about that. I need to think about that a lot more. Let's tinker with some ideas. Back, right. So this has got the 3 diamonds this side. I'm actually pretty convinced, I'm actually pretty convinced that not quite. Yeah, that's a good idea. What if you didn't have any of the pipes crossing? That would have been so good. That would have been so good if it was like, oh yeah, you just don't need any of the, you just need none of the pipes to cross. I feel robbed with that one. Okay. Come up here, up here, up here. So these diamonds are these diamonds, right? So we have got pluses here. Yeah, and we've got multiples on these sides, yeah? And when you go to this one up here... No, the jump cut. I just can't catch a break today. People keep trying to phone me and stuff. It's like, it's the middle of a day. It's the middle of a day on like a Tuesday or something. Okay. So these 2 are the missing ones here, right? And these 2 are the missing ones here. Yeah? So that means these must be the diamond ones. Okay. So in a way, what it feels like we have... Oh, do you know what? I've only just picked up on the fact that actually a straight line is itself a shape. So earlier on, where we had these gaps, these aren't like the ends of phrases. No, that's just a straight line. Okay, fine, great. Oh man, this puzzle. Okay. So what we've got is we've got a bunch of simultaneous equations, right? So line, square with a line, and circle equals, and that's multiply times and times equals rhombus. Right? But here's the thing. None of these repeat. So you're not going to be able to just solve it as a set of simultaneous equations, right? Because none of these repeat. The classic puzzle is sort of one where you go, okay, well here's my grid, and you want all of the rows and the columns to add up to the correct numbers, and I'm going to have like 4 elements, and you know, and it's usually like a wizard, and the wizard has given you like lumps of iron. Like, I'm thinking from... Did anyone read the fighting fantasy books when they were young, right? There was one particular fighting fantasy called The Knights of Doom. I believe it was fighting fantasy number 6. Goes for a lot of money nowadays. I really wish I'd kept my copy because it was absolutely classic fighting fantasy. Incredibly unfair book RPG. And there was a puzzle in that where it was like, it was a wizard and you had lumps of iron, vials of liquid, spheres of air and something else, and they all have different weights, and you need to get the weights to add up. But you can make that work because it's a set of simultaneous equations where you have a certain number of x plus y plus z equals that, then you have a certain amount of x plus y plus z equals something else. And then you sort of do your standard simultaneous equations thing. There's no repeats in any of these. The only way we could get it to repeat is if we found that there's some pattern to these. Like, for example, this triangle and this triangle. Or possibly even better, that this rhombus, and this rhombus were in some way related to each other. It also, do you know what? That being 0 would also be really funny, except that would actually make this 0, which is not going to be the case. So I think we might be trying to work out a numbering system here, but I just don't think we have all the information we need to be able to do it. And frustratingly enough, the simulation, which usually gives you very nice... sort of very nice... Oh, did you not get that quite right, bro? Oh no, here you go, this is what you expect. This is the output you get for a certain number of inputs. Is only giving us errors at the moment. Like creating an unbroken path through this pipe. What do you think that maybe this just doesn't have power? What's beneath us right now in here? It's this, or it's something out of the exit. Because the exit comes this way, doesn't it? The exit comes this way. Wonder if that needs a little bit of consideration. Hang on a minute. Oh, yeah, we discussed before that that must call the tram. Right? If I exit... Yeah, I'm going to exit... And I'm going to go this direction. So it's this side of me. Still. I think it has to do with that door that's in here. In this room. That door. I think it's related to that door. So that's one of the puzzles that we've not solved yet. We still don't know what goes in there, is it? I'm assuming it's not that. I wonder if I'm supposed to get power to this side. Or maybe power's supposed to come from that side. Really hard to say. I would also point out, right, that this is an isolation rod, right? These are ceramic discs meant to isolate this from the ground. That wire there, not having the isolation discs, very much makes it look like that is not the wire. That's the wire going up there. That is just purely structural. If you send that up... We've almost certainly tried this before, because this is kind of an obvious thing to do. Yeah. Just on the off chance that that being in position somehow triggers some kind of... the only one with a floor indicator as well. which I just also think is well sus. Well sus. Because I don't think you can go backwards through that, can you? We've tried that before. See, this wire coming from here. No, there's no obvious wire coming from a different way. We're not going to be able to put that to the ground and come back a different route. Well, not without that door open anyway. I wonder if this is actually for later. I wonder if that is in fact actually for later. Like, there's one last thing which I just want to double check. There's one last thing which I want to double check. Like, I think we would have already checked it, to be honest. And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm having trouble kind of visualizing exactly what it is I'm trying to do there anyway. We've definitely been through these elevators a few times, haven't we? Like, I think what I'd like to do is try and bring this one to the ground. But not ride it. And I don't know if that's going to do anything. Or indeed if we've already tried that before. But I have a feeling you can't actually go back this way through... Oh no, you can go back through this way. This is like a very outside possibility. This is a very outside chance. Like, I'm not sure this is actually going to be anything. Wait. Oh, yeah, of course. All we've done is we've reset this to how it was originally. Yeah, all we've done, yeah, because that was originally this orientation, wasn't it? Ah, so we've actually undone some work that we've done. Okay, never mind. Don't worry about it. Yeah, okay, let's not worry about it. Yeah, and there's like nothing new in here that we didn't already have before. Yeah, so I'm not convinced. So I think it is the door that I think it was. But... And you know what? We've not been in there, have we? If I look back at this map here, we've got a map somewhere. Where's our map? There we go. Yeah, we've not been able to get into there yet. So, okay. Okay, so I'm pretty convinced. Whoops. So there's a lift that comes up here. Okay, okay, there's a lift that comes up there. I'm pretty convinced that... the door in the elevators, we will unlock that from the lava room side. That's what I'm thinking. So I don't think there's anything for us in this area at the moment. Yeah, so I'm gonna need to work these round the other way. So, what do we do next then? What do we do next? I'm not 100% sure, you know. I'm not 100% sure. So I think for now, we're going to go back. I think the lava room probably needs more consideration, but realistically, we might be going back for more of an explore sort of around the place, because maybe the lava room is not where our current threads are at, and maybe we need to find some other puzzles to go and complete. I mean, I'm assuming that there's a lot of stuff which you can do in parallel. Ah, I forgot to touch the thing. After having spent so much time undoing the puzzle that we already did, we've now got to redo it. But it'll be faster this time through, of course. Because ostensibly, we know what we're doing. So hang on, wait, it's that one needs to be sent to the bottom. Yeah, fine. Wait, hang on. Yeah. Right, it's that one that needs to be sent to the bottom, but we're not going to ride it. That's what we're doing. Okay, I think this is a pretty good place to end the episode. So, no major revelation here, I don't think. I'm going to get us back to somewhere where we were before, in the second area of RHEM. And I will see you guys there next episode. If you enjoyed this episode of RHEM 2, please do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I will see you next week for another episode. Have a great rest of your week. Bye for now.